Hello everybody, Vangaris here, and welcome back to the Borderlands series. We are starting Borderlands 2, a massive journey, which will take us quite far, and will probably take up several weeks of gaming time. So to kind of shake this run up a bit, since I've played the game a lot, I'm going to play as the Mechromancer, because I've never played as the Mechromancer, and I'd like to see how it is. So we'll see how it goes, and let's just get right into it. I really wanted to play as the Gunzerker, just because I really like playing as the Gunzerker, because just they're fun to play, and also the character is just insane and psychotic and in the most entertaining way. But I want to give the Mechromancer a try just to do something different this run to kind of keep me interested, because I've played the crap out of Gunzerker, even though I do enjoy it, and doing something new might kind of keep me on my toes. Especially since I've not really played the Mechromancer or Psycho at all. I think I played the Psycho up to like level 6, but that was it. And even then it didn't really go anywhere after that. Like, I didn't watch any footage or anything. But I've beat the game with Gunzerker multiple times. Beat the game with Assassin I think a few times. Beat it with Commando I think once. I never beat it as a Siren, but I just don't want to play as a Siren. I like techie shit, not magic shit as much, so that's my bias. And here's the music kicking in that's going to probably get this copyrighted. This is one reason why I stopped doing the big videos where I just put all the footage into as little videos as possible. A small number of videos as possible because of stuff like this. This song's copyrighted, and because of this one song, this song that plays for like 3 minutes, an 8-hour video can get completely demonetized. That's the way YouTube is. It's terrible. I hate it. But it is the way it is. You know, and so by having these shorter, sort of 2-ish hour videos, I can just have that one video demonetized instead of other ones once I actually get this channel monetized. Which, here's hoping. I don't need much. I don't need much. I just want to be able to chill with my games and have some fun. So, let's enjoy this. I really like the introduction here because you get an idea of sort of their character, as well as what they can do in the game mechanically. You know, like, Axton's got a turret, Gunzerker dual wields guns. You know, Maya can, like, grab dudes like that, and then Zero can, like, create... and Zero as a number. You know, like, I like how you can see that in the beginning. This is one thing, too, is I think Jack makes this game so much. Like if I had to pick a character from all these games that really makes the games fun after playing 1 and 2 sort of relatively extensively, I gotta say Handsome Jack's probably like the funnest character to just deal with. Alright, what are we doing? Which one do we want? We want that ugly muffin, or I'm gonna go for like the mechanic chick or the anime? We're gonna go anime. I've not checked out these outfits either, so give me a bit of breathing room if I'm not aware of things with this class, because I've never played this class, never seen exactly how it plays, so this is all new to me. Let's go emo. Character name. I'm going to be Van Gage, because I am a combination of the two. So let's get in. It's weird. It's weird playing this game because it's I've played it a lot, and coming back to it after a while is kind of nice. Feels kind of like home a little bit. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get a bunch of pop-ups because I bought like all the shit back in the day. Which is weird. I've got like multiple back in the days. There's like the back in the day for when I initially played this on console, and then back in the day when I got it on PC. I forgot. Do I have? Yeah, I don't get like an audio thing for the Mechromancer like the other ones do. I'm going to look through this list real quick. While your gun's magazine is full, you regenerate health. That's neat. Any kind of health regen I am a fan of. Upshot robot. While Death Trap is active, kills made by Death Trap or yourself increase Death Trap's duration and grant both of you a stacking melee damage bonus. Bonuses are lost when Death Trap goes away. Okay, that's not too bad. I need to see how good Death Trap actually is. Because like I said, I know next to nothing about the Mechromancer other than the fact that she summons a robot. Increases the cooldown rate of the action skill and grants a copy of your shield death trap, complete with all the bonuses and benefits your shield provides. That's actually pretty cool. That fits within the best friends forever tree. Not shooting an enemy for a short time grants you a stack of interspersed outbursts. The next time you shoot an enemy, all stacks of interspersed outbursts are consumed and you deal bonus slag damage. The more stacks consumed and the higher the skill rank, the greater the chance of slagging the target. I'm assuming the max stacks will go up over time in between. See, this is the one thing about moves like this. This is a really neat ability, but it sounds like it only works when you initially engage in combat, because otherwise you're going to be shooting an enemy pretty often, right, until they're dead, right? So this is like a beginning, like an opening move that you don't really get to use again, at least as far as I can tell. Maybe this recharge is insane as you stack up points in it. Killing an enemy or fully emptying your gun's magazine while in combat grants you a stack of Anarchy. Each stack of Anarchy increases gun damage while decreasing accuracy. Prematurely reloading your gun causes you to lose all stacks of Anarchy. Anarchy stacks are quickly lost while in fight for your life. I don't really know if that skill's going to be worth it. There's just too many drawbacks to it. Yeah, it's weird. It's like all this stuff in here that deals with Anarchy seems like a drawback, and then you've got this really great, the nth degree buff in there. It's very strange. I'll probably go down this route just because that's a really good bonus to just getting health back in general while you're doing shit.
You still there? I don't hear bullymongs anymore. Kinda just waiting on you to get me out of here. But please, take your time. Can't help but notice you're not getting me out of here. Maybe you're thinking, oh, Claptrap's such a strong and noble paragon of justice and skill, he can get out himself. Which, most of the time, you would be totally right about. But as it stands right now, I can use some help. And if you don't, I'm gonna have to pull out the big guns. I'll hit you with the silent treatment. See how you like that? Yep. Giving you the silent treatment. Feel the sting of my passive aggression. Being totally silent. Not talking to you. Not at all. Silence. Total silence.
I appreciate when the devs put little stuff in like that, where most players are obviously going to dig them out immediately, but knowing that little bit of dialogue's there if you wait, I think is a nice touch. I love Jack for just the patronizing asshole he is. It's just such a well-realized asshole. Most assholes in video games aren't like that. They're just kind of dicks, you know? And they're mean without charisma, right? And you have to have that charisma there, because otherwise it just comes across as just like kind of a dickhead being a dickhead, as opposed to like a charismatic villain, you know? Claptrap uses it to see stuff. Well, that's my new favorite thing. Just doing this. Just doing stupid shit. It's always about the stupid shit. No fall damage is fantastic! It's really weird that I played these games out of order, and I could have come close to killing myself in Borderlands 1 because there is fall damage in that game. Which is, it's weird that one game would have it, one game would not. And I wonder why that is. Probably just a quality of life change where they're like, wouldn't hurt to not have it active. You know, just make it easier on players if they fall from places. Give me Death Trap! I think I'm gonna like this class. Just having a distraction helps a lot. I like the Necromancer's little giggle.
I am the strongest girl alive!
Oh man, the VA is definitely having a good time.
Come back. I'll let you call me Daddy. You want the cakes we were going to bake.
I didn't realize that they had that special dialogue when you play as a woman. I guess that would make sense, because I technically hadn't played a woman in this game yet, because I never played the Siren. Or this. That's neat. I didn't know the dialogue went that deep. Oh man, the more I talk about these games, the more I actually do think about making a commentary on each of them. I wouldn't be able to do it in like a package between each game, like I did with the Modern Warfare trilogy and the Zombie Army series, but I would definitely consider doing a commentary of these games, just because they're very interesting, and I think it'd be worth a discussion. I think it would be worth talking about. So I will add them to the list for future commentary shenaniganery.
Respect the robot.
How far away can I run from him before he, like... He's still fighting over there. This might be a really cool class. That's the weird thing. Is like I played the Psycho for a little bit and got really bored really fast with him, but like this Necromancer's the shit. He's over there getting me XP while I'm running home. It's a good day. It's a very good day. But yeah, now that I'm actually thinking about it, I might consider these things for commentaries at some point. I'd like to do more commentaries for shorter games, though, just because most of the commentaries I've done are games that take a long time to get through. You know, like Dark Souls 2, there's a lot to talk about. Dying Light, there's a lot to talk about. Dark Souls 3, there's a lot to talk about. You know, I did the Modern Warfare trilogy, which was fun, you know, because it's, you know, 3 games sort of meshed into one video. But similarly with the Zombie Army series, that was a bunch of games put into one sort of video, which those are fun, but those games are... Like, I'd like to do one game as its own video, just to make sort of a shorter commentary, you know. But I also have several games that I want to do shit with that would probably be standalones, but some of them... Like, it's a weird thing. Ever since I've set the precedent that I will do big commentaries and also combination commentaries, now I wonder where I draw the line between... putting them together, you know what I mean? Because like if you look at my Modern Warfare trilogy commentary, like the sections get progressively bigger as they go on, just because the games get more complicated as you go through the trilogy.
Exemplary.
You know, so I'm kind of wondering like, where do I separate things if I did like the Borderlands series, right? Because I could make a video about Borderlands 1, no problem. The issue would be, would I also lump in Borderlands 2? And do like a 2-parter, or do like a 3-parter with 3, or when you've got a franchise as big as this, how do you narrow them down, you know? Oh, he doesn't jump, he just floats. That actually makes a lot of sense why he'd be able to do some things he does. Now I think about it. It's like that weird thing whenever you play a game that has like hover physics. It's like, if it can hover, why can't it fly, right? Because the same amount of power to keep it like 2 feet off the ground would theoretically be used to keep it in the air. You know, it might be slow in the sky, but it should be able to like be in the sky, you know? Some weird thing I've always found with like certain games. Usually Star Wars games, just because they do that a lot, where it's just kind of like, how do you deal with this? Like, how do you reconcile the technology between itself? Alright, now this will be our first boss fight where we can actually attempt a strategy with the Necromancer build. Boom! And his brother Boom. I don't know why. I always envision it in that sort of like Eric Cartman-esque like voice. Go, my dude, go. There he is. Doing the Lord's work. I never noticed they had explosive packs on their back that you could shoot. I guess that's the problem with playing this game on my lonesome all the time. I'm not pathetic, you are! Let me check. Shit. Alright, let's get this ricochet thing. So, oh, the chance. Oh, fuck, that's gonna significantly increase my DPS. Like, if they have a 50% chance after hitting a wall, that's basically a thing, like think of the algorithm, right? Like, if I aim at a target and I just spray, like, while aiming, the majority of the bullets are probably going to hit. Of every bullet which doesn't miss, which, if I'm being generous, let's say 50%, right, of the bullets that I shoot miss. 50% of those, so 25% of that total package will ricochet back and hit the target when this is maxed out. That's fucking awesome. That is a lot of DPS power just ready for the taking. The one thing that the bot can't deal with, though, is enemies that move around really fast, so that's going to be a drawback to having a bot. I'm really glad they got rid of a lot of the like shake that happens when you got hit in the previous game, in this game. Because like the amount of like shake you had from getting hit by enemies that have AI level aiming was just ridiculous. With trying to compensate for that, it's just made it almost impossible to aim sometimes. Especially if you're trying to do like a sniper rifle thing. If you don't have another player running interference and being a distraction, you're probably screwed. Oh wow, he just floated up there and was like, "I'm gonna kill dudes way over here now." No, you can keep going, bot. You can keep going. Do you thing. I really need to get my sniper rifle ammo up. I run out way too quickly. I also need to improve my accuracy so I use less ammo but get more damage out. Optimization is the name of the game for most games. So let's do our best to optimize. I'll probably forget this by the time the next video comes out. So just have fun with whatever I'm saying now. It'll probably get outdated and retconned within a short period of time. Ooh. 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 One of these has a picture of a hot woman on the wall. The other has a broken and beaten and ripped apart teddy bear. Think about it. I probably need to slow down and let... See, ironically enough, the previous game had a significant lack of dialogue. This game has kind of the opposite, where it's kind of overstuffed with dialogue, and you can end up missing or skipping shit by accident if you aren't paying attention. And you trigger events too early. Let's play a little game of chance real quick. Hey, good omens, good omens. Hey, getting very lucky today. I'll probably prioritize banking over ammo for other shit for a while. Just because being able to pick up things and sell more things will be helpful in the long run. I don't have a pistol, so fuck you. I don't know what it is, but whoever did the voice acting for the Necromancer, you just sound like you're having a blast. Even with just little laughs like that, you have done a good job of making me care about your character. Turn in these quests and do a little gambling. Do a little girl gambling. That sounds horrible when taken out of context.
Jack just left him for dead in the snow, evidently. The raiders could use the help. You should track them down.
Another Vault Hunter, huh? I'll see if I can contact him by echo on my way back to Sanctuary.
Good. You can go now.
Well, I'm sorry. I just got here.
I'm a little busy waging a one-woman war on every bandit in the tundra, so you can focus on taking down Jack. But hey, if you want to hang out, I can just give up this Firehawk thing and let the Bloodshots overrun Sanctuary.
No, you're right, of course.
Are you sure? I can make cocoa. We can talk about boys.
I'll just talk to you once I find the Vault Hunter. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Play hard to get. That's how you do it.
That wasn't even really play hard to get. That's just kind of being a dick. Little weird.
Pluto's not a planet! No more divers!
Did you just say Pluto's not a planet? Pluto lives matter. Anyway, we are back. We have returned to the number 2. Gonna keep on returning to the number 2 for a long time. It's gonna be like that relationship that you've all been through, where you just keep coming back even though you shouldn't. Keep coming back because something intrigues you. Either she's hot or interesting, but she's also fucking bonkers.
How did those bandits snag you anyway?
I don't know why I'm talking about this.
Was taking a...
Probably going to be doing a lot of this in between missions just because you lose a lot of money when you die. And I would like to bank all that money, because I think it's a hard rate of like 10% of whatever you have, you lose. So if you have $100, you lose 10, but if you have 10, you lose 1. So let's see how we deal with that. Okay, I cannot survive some of this shit, so I should probably avoid doing this.
OMEN, my mom Moxie always told me if I slim down, then it paid me more mind. Shows what she knows. I got these boys bending over backwards just to get my attention, and I didn't have to do nothing.
Might also be that you're like one of like the 5 women on this planet. Now, I remember this part being rather annoying because he will very often follow you for a little bit and then start heading back. And that gets real old. Damn it! Didn't realize how strong that Nova was. Again, see, this is a quest that's very easy to fail or prolong unnecessarily. So it's like, bruh, why?
Don't worry. If Jack really wanted to protect the vault key, it wouldn't be on a train. He'd have Wilhelm guarding it.
It's one of the things I gotta wonder is, like, I know that she's in on the plan to, like, lead us astray, sort of a thing, but why would she make that comment? Because, like, if Jack didn't have the key on a train guarded by Wilhelm, then we wouldn't have the key when we blew up this train. It's just one of those comments that doesn't, like her comment doesn't make sense. Like, because if the key is on the train, then Wilhelm would be with it, and she would understand that, right? And even if she's like feigning ignorance, right, to get us to do something, like she's making a blatantly stupid comment. You know, it's just one of those like lines of dialogue that doesn't make sense, no matter if she's supposed to know Wilhelm's here or not. Hey, that's what I was hoping for. Hey, hell yeah. That's the whole reason I do this shit, is to get some iridium. Also a chance of having a good weapon. Damn it, game. I want to listen to the dialogue. This is the weird part. This game overdid the dialogue to the point where you can skip a lot of it by accident. It's like, why? I want to hear Jack talk and make fun of us. He's really good at doing that. What are you doing? One thing I gotta wonder though about this game is, I've noticed that like throughout it, and like they don't say fuck, right? And I don't know why they limit that, because as far as I know, these games are rated M for mature anyway. So why avoid the big word? But yeah, I don't get why this game is like rated M, as far as I'm aware, and they don't say fuck in it, and they bleep it. Maybe they do it for comedic reasons. I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be like a fourth wall breaking moment where they allow Claptrap to swear like super hard. I don't know. I don't really get it. I don't really understand. Might also be a thing where maybe it's an international thing where the rating is like rated T for teen or something. Maybe the rating gets lowered in other countries if they remove the F word, and maybe that's why. I don't know. I'm trying to understand why they put limitations on themselves. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I might be putting a little bit everywhere just because there's a lot of good stuff across here that's pretty nice. But I usually tend to go for regen, as regen's usually better than just raw output. You know, like if you have 100 health and you regenerate 20% of that health every 5 seconds, you know, that's not going to be as good as if you have 80% of your, like 80 health, but you regen 50% of that, right? Because that number would be 40, which is twice as much as the 100. You know, so regen for the win. Hello everyone, Vangaris here, and we're getting back into Borderlands. I've decided to use this voice for this intro for some reason. Don't blame me, I'm posh. I should probably check my skill tree, because isn't there a skill that lets Death Trap restore health? I'm curious now. Is there something that restores his health? Oh, see, that's going to be useful, but does he actually regenerate health at any point? As far as I could tell, I'm not seeing much of like health restoration for him, which might be a little too much to ask for considering how strong he is. As far as I could tell, I can't find exactly... I guess the closest thing to health regen I can give him is just a shield of some kind. I actually need to check something again. I'm sorry I'm checking shit instead of doing shit, but See, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 31 gets me down to there. See, I'm trying to see how far I can spec down each tree, because if I remember correctly, there's enough levels to get down to the bottom of 2 skill trees, if you do it right. But I need to check and see exactly how that works, because we probably won't reach max level to allow that to happen. So we'll see how it does.
Oh, this is so frustrating. You see, this is what I don't get about you bad guys. You know the hero's gonna win, but you just don't die quickly. Man, example, this one guy in New Haven, right? City's burning, people are dying left and right, yada yada yada. This jackal rushes me with a spoon. A freaking spoon, and I'm dying laughing, right? So I scoop out his stupid little eyeballs with it. His kids are all, oh, and I can't even, oh shit, he can't see where he's going. He's bumping into stuff, and anyway, I don't know, maybe he had to be there. The moral is, you're a total bitch.
I love how much of an asshole Jack is. It's just so satisfying to watch him be an asshole. He's one of the few assholes in video games that I like a lot. I don't really know why. I think it's just his delivery of his lines. Something about it is just very... It's sort of like charismatically sadistic in a way. Like... I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it, but like I just really enjoy Jack as a villain. I think he makes this game really fun.
I've increased your request's priority. T-Bone Junction can live without medical supplies for another few months.
I'm happy knowing that T-Bone Junction can suffer. Because that was the DLC that we did in the previous game. Where we drove around and did nothing for half of it. I'm glad that that whole area is suffering. I never noticed Moxie was on the side of her own gun. I don't know if that's weird or consistent. Now that I think about it, this is kind of a clever way to get the player to interact with people that give them quests. Because this points us to all the people that give us quests. I think some of these ricochet shots are kind of insane. I clearly missed a guy and then it still like hit him in the face anyway. Henry! I can think of it as the Henry Stickmin collection now. Charge! Henry! Henry!
Hell yes! Can't believe you only got first place in the science fair.
No, the fist! Why is it going way out there? What the fuck?
You'll break us out of here if I tell you, right, Mobley? Of course. I'm your pal, Carson. Now where's that chest?
The flats, buried under a grave. So when do we bust out of here?
Carson's dead? No surprises there. I've heard of that Mobley guy. Small-time bandit. Dangerous. Watch yourself.
How can you be a small-time bandit and be dangerous? That seems like two things that would give conflicting inferences of character. You know, like you expect like a big shot to, you know, like you expect the big shots to do like big shot shit. If you're a small-time bandit, what are you otherwise? This is one thing I will say about this DLC, or not this DLC. I'm thinking about the T-Bone Junction DLC. The difference between this and the T-Bone Junction DLC is that we have both effective fast travel and like we're nearby where the two areas where most of these quests are going to involve.
Hey, what you doing down there? Double checking all the fireworks? That's cool, man. I already done that. Thanks, though.
There's a kind-hearted redneck that we're about to murder. Wow, that just phased into the next dimension.
I bet Lanny will stop craving human flesh soon as she smells it. Why would anyone ever be a cannibal so long as pizza exists?
That is a good point. Pizza is just a blessed food. Just a absolutely holy and righteous food. I forget, do the bonus objectives give you extra XP when you turn in the quest? I've never been quite clear on exactly what you get by doing the optional shit. Now we get to see Marcus's valuables.
Oh, thank God. Open it and return its contents quickly.
I like how these are just the same pictures that the bandits have.
Hey there, Shik.
Now we begin the long task of pushing and lore learning. This is one of those missions where I kind of have mixed feelings about how it works. Like, on the one hand, it is a minecart, so you would push it. So, like, it makes sense that you would try to push it, at the very least. But the other part of me is, like, you have to push it manually somewhere while dealing with enemies, and that can just produce issues.
As it turns out, Dahl turned tail when the Crimson Lance showed up and flexed their various muscles. The central issue being that Dahl brought many workers here, including myself, and left without evacuating most of us. The bandits you fight out there used to be family men, workers, scientists. We're all broken because of them.
And that's a very good point. I like this sort of stuff where it kind of makes you think about all the, like, randos you're killing. It's like, they used to be just normal people. You know? Because of corporate, I guess you call it, I guess, corporate interests. Because of that, you know, all these people were left behind and their lives were ruined. So one thing I've been thinking about more as I've played the Necromancer is just like, the biggest problem isn't really the cooldown of the pet. It's more just his health that becomes a problem. It's like a thing where, like, he can gain a shield, which regenerates, I would assume anyway, which would be great. He replenishes time through kills, which is very nice, and the game is pretty generous with how much time you get per kill, on top of his already long lifespan. So the main issue just becomes how much health does he actually have, like, to withstand damage and live long enough to make the most of that time. You know, that's kind of the main issue with this class at this point.
Unsuitable for testing. His husband has the shivers. He could have transmitted.
Hey, remember that wife of yours and how you wanted to see her like ever again?
You can't.
Still don't hear screaming.
It's a little weird when, like, every other couple is gay. I'm just gonna throw that out there. It's kind of strange when there's, like, 50 couples in the game. Half of them are gay. This is kind of that. This is one thing that I'm thinking about. It's like, this is kind of the problem that Star Wars ended up having. And actually a lot of franchises have, where you have, I'm going to rant about this for a second, where you have a new faction introduced that's meant to be like the alt-right or whatever, right? Like, they're supposed to be the fascist group. And then they make the fascist group really diverse and non-binary and gay and all this other shit. You know, they basically make all the factions look the same, right? So it kind of undermines the whole point of you having a fascist group when you want them to be one thing, and then you make them just as diverse as all the heroes and shit. You know, I don't think fascists really are in line with that kind of crap.
Sweetheart, remember that heavy red rock I told you to hide in your dress? Pull the pin at the top, then throw it at the wall.
Mommy?
Just run, Tina! Run!
I really love the way that is just built. We get this crazy zany character that loves explosions,
I know Bloodwing, they're gonna have the
has a grudge against Flesh Stick, and then we get these little audio logs later.
Flag samples?
In the face! Not so complex! Need it! Want it! Need it! Have to have it! Face shot! Boom! Brains everywhere! Not the knee! Not the arm! Not the spine! Face! It has to happen! Facey face! 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 Tired of waiting! No more waiting! Need a face shot! Boom! Squish! Yay! Shoot me in the face! In the face! Do it! Shoot me in the face! Face, 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 face! Now! Bullets in the face! Want 'em! Need 'em! Gimme, gimme, gimme! At the sound of the bell, it will be face shooting o'clock! Bong! Knock, knock! Who's there? Shoot me in the face! End of joke! I'm gonna sing a song! Shoot me at the end of it! Da-da-da-da-da-da! Bong! I noticed you haven't shot me in the face! Curious as to why! Maybe you're weighing the moral pros and cons, but let me assure you that— oh my God, shoot me in the goddamn face! What are you waiting for? Thank you!
I love that quest. I love it so much. Just because of how stupid it is. Oh, I got 3 Hyperion weapons. I have 3 Hyperion weapons now. Yes, fear me. Behold, that which is the Bane. The most annoying weapon they created. I think we're about to run out of side missions for this little bit. I never realized that's probably a good metric to let you know how far you are into the game in terms of like quests. Because if 90 is like the side mission sort of like cap for challenges, that usually means that there's probably about 100 missions you can do. That's one thing I will give this series, is they do get creative with how weapons can deal damage sometimes, and it's pretty neat. I'm gonna think of it, that's actually more damage than the one I have now. See, having both those will actually be good since we're going to opportunity. Which I wonder if that's factored into giving you the weapon. You know, like the game purposely gives you a weapon that allows you to be extra effective in an area that they just sent you to, involving a lot of mechanical dudes. I wonder if that's an actual oversight of the devs being smart, or if it's just them, if it's just random chance, you know, and it's just working properly. Or not working properly, but like working in your favor. The man who would be Jack is not me, because I'm technically not a man, I'm a woman. Now I'm thinking about EFAT memes. How dare you shoot me, I'm a woman. I'm a lesbian. The next step in human evolution. Wait, is this gun talking to us? Oh wow, the gun is talking to it, that's cool. One thing I was thinking though is, I need to look up and see who the voice actress for Craig is. Because her voice sounds familiar. I have a theory. Well, I'm gonna look this up real quick because I think I know who the voice actress is. It sounds like Jeremy Lee, I think is how you say your name. I know her from the English dub of the Fairy Tail anime. It's the only thing I really knew of, so I need to look that shit up. Yeah, okay. Okay, she played a couple of voices in here. Good to know. I was curious. Why does my robot get so absorbed in these other objectives? I guess the AI's got a similar coding to the AI for just shit that attacks other shit in general. I don't know. It's rather odd, I must say.
I need to build you an extra arm just for high fives.
I really gotta wonder like how they got this voice modulator thing to work. Like, is it an actual AI program that like copies a voice? Or did they just get the Jack voice actor to redo every single possible line by like the characters? Because if it's that second one, holy shit, that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work and a lot of dedication, which I can respect. But if it's the AI, like either way, I would kind of respect it, but for different reasons. I did the thing, friends. Be proud of me. Not me. Holy shit. Ah, shit, why did I do that? Bot, save me!
I need to build you an
Thank you.
extra arm just for high.
Good shit. Good shit. Alright. Now that one's done. Let's go kill ourselves. Well, I'm a total bitch for Iridium. I always seem to get stuff that is not in the skill tree I'm actually using. I don't understand why that is. Humans use these pointed stuff and slap each other. That is correct. We do enjoy the slapping. So, let's go into the ore chasm and get back into some more arena shit. Wait a minute, what was that? Did I read that number correctly? I thought it said 206%. I was like, holy shit. I didn't think about it. How much is the badass rank? How many times I've actually leveled this thing up? Because I know this is like account-wide shit. I think about it. Shotgun. This shotgun's a really good idea for anarchy, just because I reload after every freaking shot. Just stack that shit up.
Don't accidentally reload. Don't accidentally reload.
I like how Gage is giving you tips, like, don't accidentally reload, don't accidentally reload. So explosives are helpful. To pick up Ulysses. Wow, that's a retarded slip of the tongue. Ulysses. This robot really is the shit. Very helpful. Very helpful. Always a pet fish, Frederick. Best friends do gotta stick together. Yeah, one thing I did like about Borderlands 1 that I wish they kept was the weapon proficiency thing. I think it encourages you to use weapons of a particular type, you know, because you've leveled up a skill with them, you know. And I kind of miss that. I don't know if Borderlands 3 brings that back, but I know that, I know Tiny Tina's Wonderlands doesn't have that, and this game doesn't have it, so I assume they just dropped it altogether. I do understand the drawbacks of it, though. Like, if you get a really good gun, but you're not spec'd into it, per se, you know, it kind of undermines you getting that gun. As a pistol of some kind. Actually, now that I think about it, I might try to keep all legendary weapons and just store them somewhere. Like, store them in claptraps, super secret, doohickey. Just because the more I play these games, the more I'm warming up to the idea of making a commentary about them in the future. That's one thing, I'd be more inclined to do more with this shit. It's just, I can't see it half the time. So, like, what's the point? You know? Like, if this was a third-person game, that'd be one thing, you know?
Hey, buddy, it's me, Roland. Let's kill Handsome Jack and then we'll all go out for milkshakes.
I love Jack being an asshole.
Playing, he's still really
I just now got that that's a fisting joke. Damn. I'm a little special needs sometimes. I'm beginning to wonder if I could just sit here and he would just farm XP forever. Because these enemies are not despawning. And he gets health back every time that, you know... Like, it seems like every time I pick up a lot of this, a lot of the items and things for this class, like the special booster things. I forget the name of the particular item, but like every time I get one, it's like always for a tree I'm not using. Right? Like it keeps boosting things over here, but I hardly ever find anything for this tree. It's kind of annoying.
And it is yours.
Can I do it? Oh, big brain me! Or maybe you're supposed to do that, I don't know. Sometimes you never know when games are actually trying to get you to do things, or they just kind of happen. I am stuck! Why am I stuck? Why do you do this game? Why do you do this? The more I want to play this, like the more I play this, the more I want to work on a commentary like right now, but with the way I like to do them, I like to do them kind of in order. Like, I'd like to do Borderlands 1 first, and then do 2, and then do the pre-sequel, and yada yada yada, you know. That's such a weird, like... There's such a weird give and take in this tree, and it's kind of odd. I'm probably going to spec that just because anarchy is just nice to have. Just more gun damage in general is good to have, especially if you can control how much you have at any given time.
Blades log. Had to stage another fake execution today. One of the cooks was caught stealing from the treasure hold, so I had to pretend to kill him to keep the rest of the crew in line. Gave him enough cash to disappear, shot him overboard of the blank. Keeping up this fearsome Captain Blade routine's a hell of a lot of work.
That's one thing about this game that I kind of like is how it does sort of subvert different tropes across different storytelling things. I'm gonna keep all of Captain Blade stuff just to, and I'll put it all on at once just to see if there's something I get out of it, like an achievement or something. Bring it on, Union bastards. Ah, shit. I didn't know they'd do that. That's kind of cool.
Part of me feels kind of bad I didn't get to kill Sam myself. But another part of me is happy I got to chill back here and read the latest issue of Crime Fighter Frog. It's about a frog who fights crimes.
I'd read that. That sounds fun. We got such a long way to go. We'll build up more anarchy. This is way faster than running around everywhere. That's one thing that if I do make a commentary, the more I play these games, the more I like get towards that sort of angle. The more I do it, the closer I get to it, the more I kind of notice how the games have a similar problem where they kind of have this extension of playtime via just getting from A to B. Borderlands 1 definitely has the worst case of it, all things considered. But it is a thing where, like, just there's a lot of wasted time, so to speak, in between point A and point B in some of these games. Now, some of them are doing much better than others. Like this game, I would qualify as doing a lot better than what Borderlands 1 did. I have yet to play Borderlands pre-sequel and 3, but I do have, you know, some stipulations about dealing with some of the other parts of it. But that is one thing that I have noticed throughout the games is the sort of arbitrary extension of playtime. While it's not as bad as Borderlands 1 in this game, I have questions about other shit later on, so to speak. Because it's weird, I played Borderlands 1, I played this game first, then I played Borderlands 1 next, and then I played Wonderlands, which is like the most recent game. So I jumped from like 2012 to like 2020 or 22 whenever Wonderlands came out. And that was a odd experience. But it'll be interesting to play the pre-sequel and 3 because I heard a lot of people had complaints about 3, especially on the story side, so I'm curious how that goes. Now that I think about it, I might be able to finish this DLC because as far as I remember, all that happens is you collect the 4 pieces, meet and fight and kill each other, and then that's pretty much it for the DLC as far as like the main quest goes, so I guess we might knock this out faster than I thought. Which I'm okay with. The main thing is to get through the content, not really how long it takes to deal with the content. This is one of those funny things, right? When you have like a character like this who's obsessed with a character in the game, you have to have someone that is an artist draw all these provocative like pictures and things of that particular character that's the one being obsessed over. And I always wonder like how it feels to be that artist, right? Like when you are given a character, it's like, hey, this character is supposed to be obsessed with this character. Now, make as much uncomfortable art as you can of this person. You know? It always feels weird. Let's see. So how many stacks can we have? Let's see. We have a base of 150, and then that's another 250 on top. There's 400 stacks of that. So what is that? I need to do some math real quick. So that's 1.75 damage increase times 400. So that's a 700% bonus in damage. Okay, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun getting that up. The problem is we have to get it up to that point, which is hard unless you want to waste a lot of ammo. Alright, so I believe that's all of the items. I want to put them on just to see if something happens here. Probably nothing will happen, but I was hoping something would happen. But nothing did. Some of these, like, quests are like, they're meant to look legendary, but it's not. I wonder why that is. I really gotta ask why the fast travel station is not inside Oasis. Like, why do I have to run all the way back up to where we spawned in the DLC? That's just not a good idea. This is a very odd fight. I'm really not a fan of boss fights like this where it's just a bullet sponge. I really don't get how he is damaging me. It's just like I randomly just lose health just because, like, he's not even hitting me with anything. Like, what the fuck is this mechanically? It's just enemy almost kills you repeatedly, no matter what. This is just across the arena. It's just bullshit. This fight is just utter bullshit. What the hell kind of boss design is that? It's fucking terrible. He just kills you. That's his mechanics. He just kills you. He just hits you because. That's one thing about these games that I've pretty consistently had a strong opinion on, is that the bosses have not been that great. Just across the board from the games that I've experienced. Just a lot of bullet sponge bullshit, and especially when it comes to that kind of crap. It's like, if the enemy can just hit me without actually hitting me with anything, you've made a bullshit boss. Right? Like, if the enemy just ticks my health down, no matter what, as long as I'm in the arena, I take damage, then, you know, you may as well just not do the boss. It's just fucking stupid. Like, who thought that up? I hope you were fired. Alright, well. Alright, let's put that in ignored. Might as well put all the raid bosses in ignored, since the game just bullet sponges the fuck out of all of them. And if they're gonna have that kind of bullshit all over the place, then may as well not fight them at all. I love the bad green screen. I wonder what level we're going to finish the game at. Because we're getting roughly like a level or two out of each DLC so far. Maybe we'll end at like 45 or something.
A lot of people have been asking why my voice ain't called time. The Torque shareholders wired my voice box with digital sensors, so I can't say stuff like your fucking fault. That's like half my fucking vocabulary. It's goddamn bullshit.
That's pretty funny. It's like Cartman with his no cursing chip.
If you return the sacks to me, I shan't be engaging in any Frankensteinian genetic manipulation. Such hobbies lay exclusively within the purview of Dr. Zed. Oh, stop talking like a douche! Touche.
I like that delivery by Scooter. What the fuck, game? What did you fuck me up with? Fuck, I lose now. Fuck you, game. What the hell was that? Car gets caught on an invisible fucking object. Thank you, game. Thank you. I was doing well, too. Fuck you. The hell was that? There's one thing I don't get. It's like, why did they make quests that are level appropriate and then just randomly spike them up 20 levels? Like, I don't get that. Like, what's the philosophy behind this sort of gameplay loop? It's like, play the game until you can't play the game anymore because the things are so high level that you have to go grind a whole bunch and then come back and do this again. Like, it's a really antithetical way to deal with leveling up in a video game and giving people missions to do in a video game that has level ups.
This is your last chance. You understand? What's a tournament? Or I'm gonna pull out the big guns. You ain't gonna like it when the champ pulls out the big guns. You hear me?
Piston really is such a coward. Sounds like one, just stuttering all over the place. He's like those dudes that have like massive muscles but like microscopic egos. Dealing with those kinds of dudes are fun. It's real fun when you have a much stronger sense of self-confidence than they do. It's both sad and amusing. See, I like that, but the damage looks extremely low by comparison. Right, like that's 500 damage times 6. This is just 1600 damage. Like, all the other effects are decent, it's just not worth it. You know. After this DLC is Hammerlock's Big Game Hunt. Or Hammerlock's. I don't know why I said Hammerlock. And then after that is Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep, which is my favorite DLC. And apparently it's a favorite amongst many people, which I didn't realize until after playing the game a couple times, that a lot of people really like that DLC. Which I could see why. It's got a really good emotional payoff. It does a good job of dealing with the characters involved. It's just a good DLC. Plus the gimmicks around Dungeons and Dragons is pretty fun. Especially if you have played Dungeons and Dragons, obviously. Or any fantasy game for that matter. I really don't like how these are all over the environment, but you can't pick them up in vehicles. It's just another way to slow you down as you progress. It's kind of annoying.
It's robot fight time!
What the fuck? I just randomly took damage.
Some bedwetting skag has been marking his territory all around my grove. I don't actually have a sense of smell, but I still have enough self-respect to resent people who pee all over my stuff. I need you to go wash the wee-wee away, but you can only do it at night. The skag's tinkle juice is invisible during the day.
Man, imagine having an invisible stain to wash out.
That's right! Fear the cute little girl!
Fear the cute little girl. Yeah, I remember getting stuck here for a very long time, being like, where the hell are the tracks? Where are they? Then I was like, oh, you have to go around because there's a lower level. This is one problem with games like this that use the 2D map, but there's a 3D like level association within the map. It's one of those things where you can kind of confuse players sometimes. Now granted, the solution is very simple. You know, you just have like an arrow pointing down, like in the identifier or something, or pointing up if it's on a different elevation from the player. But it's also a thing where most players could probably figure out that, hey, need to go down since I'm not finding anything here, or need to go up because I'm not finding anything here. But sometimes you just don't know, and that can lead to issues. We'll go over there in time. That'll be fun. I remember spending like a ton of time in my initial walkthrough, like just not knowing what that area was for until the very end, and then I was like, ah, I'm stupid, and that's cool. I really like this little cutscene here. I remember being real appropriate for this type of character.
Okay. I'm totally terrified right now. But I think I've still got a chance to stop you, Vault Hunter. You may be a walking apocalypse, but I've got my brains, and my guns, and this ship! I may just have a chance again!
Simpler, Vault Hunter. Now, go collect the fruits of your labors from the terminus.
What a dipshit. Let's see, what are those? Where are those skills at? Yep, it's again, lots of things, not for the skill set that I am spec'd into. I don't get why I don't get a lot of stuff for the spec I'm in. Hey. Regenerates health while active. Wow, that's actually useful. I'm taking that. It's pretty cool. This is one thing too, is if I get to the point where I do all the missions here without killing all the special enemies for that one quest, I might just move on, just because I don't want to spend all day running around looking for mobs that may or may not spawn. This is one weird thing, is my accuracy goes down, but my chance to hit them when I don't hit them is like up, which is the weirdest sentence that you could imagine with a class in a video game. It's like I'm built to hit them more when I miss than when I actually am aiming to hit them. Alright, let's see here. That's the only other quest from what I can remember. So let's head to Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep. I think we'll have a grand old time. One, because I like Tiny Tina as a character, and two, because I really like the way the story frames things for her. Give us the quests. Give us all the quests. The quests. Can you imagine Gollum playing a video game? Why is my anarchy not going up? It says by reloading, it allows me to get it up. Why you no work?
More stacks.
That worked. Why didn't the other thing work? What are you doing, game? Are you making exceptions to the rules just so I can't do it, like, when I'm not in combat? If so, that's fucking stupid. Arbitrary restrictions are stupid. This kind of shit is the most annoying part of these missions, is just having a guy that runs around everywhere. That's basically as fast as you are.
Man, you guys are being super exclusionary.
Look, when I was a kid, boys mocked me for two reasons. My tattoos and bunkers and badasses. I suffered for my geekiness. You don't get to invade my culture just because it's cool right now.
Holy stacks! Repressed anger much?
Kind of weird playing this in current day where a lot of gaming spaces have been infiltrated by people that don't actually care about games. It's really kind of ironic. You know, we should have gatekeeped it a long time ago. No. Figures that the first dice I roll will be a 1. I am a gamer. This is what we do.
You wanted the skimpy suit, huh? I guess I could make an eye patch out of it or something.
Oh, the righty. Orcs killed, trees saved. Tolkien will be proud. Bonfire! Reference! Reference! You could sense agony, cursing, smashed controllers. Nice. Love you, bot. Mwah.
I got a 1.
A 1? That's a critical fail, otherwise known as a fumble.
What? How can you fail to pick up a gun?
It looks like the gun flies out of your hands into the distance. Oh, whoopsies.
What?
That's the rules, Morty.
Calm down, baby. Just track the gun down and roll again.
I think I remember this. I think Brick continues to roll a 1 over and over and over. Which, I got a funny D&D story to mention here. I was playing a D&D game with 2 friends of mine. And we were doing this real, like, character-driven campaign about this guy who, like, his character was about to have, like, a baby with his wife, like, in the world. And, you know, he rolled, you know, it was, you know, we were getting ready to, like, stop the game, you know, for sort of that session before we went off and did other things. And when it came time for, like, the baby to be delivered, he rolls a 1. He rolls a fucking 1. And so our DM was like, well, shit. So it was like, well, his baby's stillborn, and that's where the campaign ended, because holy shit. What a way to go. So,
You find the gun again.
D&D can be
Load,
real
roll,
fun,
pick it up.
when you, especially when you get really bad rolls at really bad times.
1.
Oh, while picking up the gun, it accidentally slips from your hands again, but not before breaking all your fingers. Take, like, a lot of damage.
This makes no sense!
Yeah, that was harsh.
No! Why do you actually kill me, game? That's stupid. That's one thing that I don't like about this campaign, is that it forces you through shit like that. And there goes all my anarchy, because the campaign demands that you die. It's one of those, like, stupid mechanical things. It's like, the mechanical hindrance is not worth the joke. At least spawn an enemy, like, nearby, or some shit, so I don't have to deal with not being able to get up.
Okay, last chance, last roll. Mordecai, do it up!
Are you freaking kidding me?
Against all known laws of probability, the gun transforms into an enormous monster.
Who are you?
With swords for hands. Sorry. Sorry. Big guy! The monster dies and drops, a gun. Will you pick it up?
No.
Screw it, I'll just give it to yous. Go ahead and take it. No rollies.
Oh, we actually get a gun. Like another
I
gun.
officially hate dice.
Slippery when wet. Miss Moxie's crit. You can make up other words for that. I like how I got a better drop from the guy than the actual quest reward. That's one thing I always found weird in games like this, is when you have that kind of shit going on.
Could really use a sweater.
Nah, you good. Art thou feeling it now, jackass? I'm assuming dragons are immune to fire, so... apparently not. And holy shit, how did you hit me that far? Fuck you, game. I hate when the encounters fail you because of some arbitrary metric that you have no control over. Right, like the hit distance of a spell or an attack or something.
Hey, Shorty, you're the best. I owe you one. This can't be healthy. You fought well, girl. I'll be honored as hell to join your quest.
Roland doesn't talk like that.
He does when I'm voicing him, bro.
Yes, for shizzle. Now let's go.
What the? What the? Oh fuck. Hey. What the fuck? Why did that hit me that way? Ah, fuck you, game.
You know why we made the Gobbler invincible, Torg? So you could kill him. After dozens of failed attempts by other contestants, you were supposed to finally kill it on camera while wielding our most expensive guns. You would have looked like a hero. Why be a hero when you could eat one? You are the dumbest person in the world.
And he's still a Chad.
Several other contestants.
Oh, my grandma's a pretty big fan of yours. Could you go say hi to her?
We will go do that in a moment. Alright, now we'll go do that.
Oh, that's your favorite flavor of ice cream.
Whoops.
I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm sorry. They don't remember your favorite flavor of ice cream.
I'm finished telling stories. I'm sorry I wasted your time.
Oh no. I failed it. No. I do it all over again.
Oh. My little Mr. Torg bound to conquer explosions themselves.
I'm just making a snack while I wait for this.
His fallen head.
Patients survived Grandma Flexington's second story.
I've got
Fuck
another
it.
story for you, but I'd like... Oh, you still want to talk with me? How incredibly sweet of you. Say, you'll never guess who I saw today.
We're gonna be here for a while.
Scarlett.
Dude, this is amazing that someone sat down and actually wrote out all of this fucking, like, grandma story shit.
Wait now, couldn't you? Do you think you could go find me one?
We actually have something to do. Holy shit. I can't believe I actually sat through all that just to come over here and grab a piece of candy to bring it back. But we love Grandma. Gotta help her out. Gotta help her out.
Respect the robot.
God bless grandmas. Genuinely. Genuinely, God bless grandmas.
My grandson.
Crap, I need to drop something now. Oh, You're such a nice young person. I'm trying.
Conversation! Beep, 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 beep. Ow!
That's a good piece of art. That frost nipper makes me want to think about a slip of the tongue.
Now toss in the baby. Ellie, I'm kidding. Don't toss the baby. Just hold it over the mixer and make it cry.
Country music exists.
Awesome. The baby's crying. Seriously? This right here? This is not something good guys do. YOLO! Never say that again.
I'm agreeing with Moxie right now.
Let's mix
Like,
it up.
Ellie's fucked up.
Hey, with all this talk of marriage, I'm curious. Was there ever a Mr. or Mrs. Vault Hunter in your life?
Nah, the boys at school thought I was too nerdy. But if Hammerlock ever switches sides, I am going to lock that down.
That's looking lovely.
I need to see what the dialogue difference is between the different characters right here. I bet it'd be kind of neat. I feel like Zero would have nothing, and Salvador would say something really funny.
Robot, attack mode!
No, Jessup, no! I forget, is Scooter actually dead? Like, in canon by this point in the story, or is that just some random set up to a joke and he's actually alive? Because I don't remember seeing his death at all, and I wonder if it's one of those situations where, like, the actor passed away or something, and so they, like, kill off the character. Just as sort of like a posterity thing. I don't know. I'm curious.
Well, hey there, cutie pie. What's this all about?
Ellie, Scooter wants you to run the catch-a-ride.
Oh, dang. I knew this day was coming. It was nice just hearing his voice coming out of those janky-ass speakers, but I'll do it.
Ellie, if you're listening to this, it means I've become a super ghost on that big racetrack in the sky. Driving ghost cars around the sun and shit. Sorry, sis. I'm sure you're real sad and all, but you gotta keep them runners running for me, okay?
Bye-bye, Scoot. And thank you. Well, guess we better record some new lines for the catch ride, huh?
I mean, you could just leave them in place and you could run them in honor of Scooter. Rather than just replace him to fill your own ego up. Kind of an odd way to show respect by completely erasing him. Just saying. A bit odd.
I'll give you a whole seat, but all you're gonna need is the edge.
Man, Ellie's follow-up lines are not as good as Scooter's. Just hard nope. Just a hard nope. Damn it. I keep forgetting this pistol does that shit. I swear, I think I've done more damage to myself with some of these weapons than the enemies have. Well, there goes 400 anarchy. Because of my own mistakes. It's over, Hector. I have Bernie things.
This here's a catch-a-ride. We got winches with wrenches and cars for days.
Ellie is really not living up to the Scooter moniker. Wait, is this just like a dude gun? It is. Alright, well, that is Borderlands 2. I'm very happy to put this down and get into the next couple of games, because I'm really curious of how the pre-sequel does and how Borderlands 3 does. So, we'll get into those, but as always, we're going to be getting through some other games in between, or just chilling with some other games in between. So keep on the lookout for whatever I happen to put in between these. But for now, I'd just like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys later.